Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Samia Anwar, and today's video lecture is presentation of my research thesis entitled Impact of Central Asian Artistic Traits on the Jewelry of Ancient Swat. This research thesis is supervised by Professor Dr. Muhammad Farooq Sawati, and this thesis is submitted to Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar in 2018. Introduction. The ancient artifacts from Swat, jewelry in particular, shows close affinity with Central Asian artistic traditions. Since past ornaments were manufactured to adorn head, neck, nose, ears, hands, wrists, waist, feet, and ankles of both sexes. Jewelry is an eloquent speaker which reveals social, political, economical, and religious status of a wearer. Political history, economical, and geographical setup of past is not enough to study cultural ties of ancient society. Thus, study of jewelry on scientific footings is sound source of bringing artistic ties of Swat in Central Asia in limelight. Social, cultural, religious, political, and economic contexts between Central Asia and Swat existed since remote antiquity. The two neighboring regions have similar geographical features and cultural affinity. There has always been a reversible flow of people, material, and ideas between them, and common lineage of the Indians, Pakistanis, Afghanis, and Iranian and Central Asians is established. From steppes of Kazakhstan to the Arabian Sea and from the Caspian to the Indus, this vast territory remained one cultural zone. People of these areas shared their art in woodwork, tinselwork, rugs, carpets, leatherwork, lapidary, furs, clothes, metalworks, jewelry, tailoring as well as many customs still observed in Pakistani society. Their taste of music and traditional dasturkhan is similar. However, the situation altered altogether when the British restricted their northwestern border and checked the Russians beyond Oxus. The border was tightly closed that people on either side, the kith and kin from the time immemorial, cut off, and they were made to forget their historical and cultural links for good. The people on both sides hardly remember their closest centuries-long cultural relations. But in the changing global perspective, it is high time to break the barriers of isolation. Given the facts above, our research addresses the problem entitled Impact of Central Asian Artistic Traits on the Jewelry of Ancient Swat to recapitulate the threads of one of the aspects of old cultural linkage. These are the contents of my research thesis, which includes acknowledgements, abbreviations, list of maps, introduction, aims and objectives of present research, research methodology. The entire bulk of data is divided into 5 chapters. Chapter 1 is on historical geography, which includes geography of Swat Valley, historical links of Swat Valley with Central Asia, chronological profile of Swat Valley and its link with Central Asia. Chapter 2 is on art history of jewelry, which includes historical, ethnological, archaeological, and literary sources on jewelry. Archaeological research on jewelry from the Swat Valley and Central Asia, which includes terracotta figurines, jewelry molds, and paintings. Chapter 3 offers description of catalog. Chapter 4 is on classification and analysis of data, and that data begins from hairpins and combs, then forehead ornaments, which includes tika and jhumar, then comes ornaments for nose, and then ear ornaments. Earrings. Earring is a category of ear pendants which are available in following types like hoop earrings, leech earrings, which were in vogue in Indus-Oxus region from 1st century BC to 3rd century AD. Then we have disc shape earrings, pole or bolito earrings, spiral earrings, earrings in shape of pin, lotus earring, line-shaped earrings, rolled palm leaf earrings. Then next category is of ear reels. Then we have ear tops or studs, which are available in following types: disc-shaped ear studs, which were in vogue in Indus-Oxus region from 2nd century BC to 3rd century AD. Then we have cubic ear tops, spinning ear tops, oblong ear tops, rosette ear tops, conchoes, spear and pendant. Next in category of ornaments are ear pendants, and these are available in following types: lenticle ear pendants, which were in vogue in Indus-Oxus region from 3rd century BC to 4th century AD. And then we have drop pendants, ear pendants of string of pearls. Then we have some other types of ear pendants. The next part of the body which was decorated with ornaments is neck, and we have neck ornaments, which includes the necklaces. Necklaces are available in following types like beaded necklaces, beaded strip with locket. Then we have metallic strip, flexible necklaces, plain and beaded strings with pendants, chain with bulla, necklaces terminated in flowers, which were in vogue in Indus-Oxus region from 2nd to 3rd century AD. Necklace terminated in monsters. Then we have neck bands, and neck bands are available in different varieties. Pectoral is yet another category of neck ornaments, which is available in following types: plain metallic strips, crescent, collar sporting bell. Then we have thocks, other part of body which was ornamented with beautiful jewelry, is arms. We have ornaments for arms, which includes bangles. Bangles are provided in variety, which starts from plain bangles, beaded bangles, hair plates soldered together. Then we have fluted bangles, rings with flared ends, wide bangles. Then we have rings which were inlaid or surmounted with variety of gems. Then we have metallic strips which were divided into compartments and inlaid with gems in different patterns. We have a metallic strip ornamented with the line of flowers and lane-shaped petals. And next in categories of art and ornaments includes bracelets. Bracelets are again available in various types, and I have decided not to say the name of each and every type of bracelet because they are large in numbers, and we will discuss some of these ornaments in detail in next slides. Then we have armlets, and armlets are available in these varieties, which includes a ring armlet, spiral armlet, two rings separated by gems, armlet inlaid with a gem and cabochon, and twisted ropes. These are some other varieties of armlets. Then we have ornaments for legs, which include anklets. There are ornaments for waist, which include girdles. Girdles of this is a variety of girdle. Then we have belts, which are available in following types like cloth belt surmounted with scale plates, belt of round medallions, belt encrusted with gems. Cloth ornaments is the area which is open up for the researchers for further research. Chapter 5 deals with results and conclusions and also identifies area for further research in this regard. This dissertation contains 3 maps, drawings, glossary, 280 photographic plates. Aims and objectives of present research. This research traced the forgotten art history through archaeological materials scientifically excavated from the Swat Valley and critically evaluated Central Asian techniques, motifs, and symbols infused in jewelry of the ancient Swat Valley. It will help in better understanding of our social, political, and economic ties with Central Asians and attract tourists, scholars, and researchers from there to strengthen cultural diplomacy in the region. Significance of the present research. The Swat Valley has been part of an ancient province, Ludhiana, situated in the Malakand division of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. Ludhiana and Central Asia have major social, cultural, religious, geographical, biotic, trade, and artistic affinities since remote antiquity. However, under the British rule, this situation changed from the 18th century onwards, resulting in cultural and historic break between Central Asia and South Asia. The result of this was that people on either side forgot their historical and cultural links for good. However, culture remains at both the areas indicate that such links did exist between the two regions. In the ethnological, historical, and archaeological context, the present author focused on jewelry and tried to trace the impact of Central Asian artistic traits on the jewelry of ancient Swat. Research methodology. Both qualitative and quantitative instruments are used to elaborate the topic. The tools used for research are generally of historical, analytical, comparative, and descriptive in nature. For this research material, sculptures, coins, paintings, rock carvings, gold, copper, bronze vessels, and jewelry is collected from Sir Sahibzada Abdul Qayyum Museum of Archaeology and Ethnology, Peshawar University. Swat Museum, Sadar Sharif, Dir Museum, Chakdara, Peshawar Museum, Pakistan Museum, and Lahore Museum. Catalogue of sculptures from the British Museum, London, Victoria and Albert Museum, London, Metropolitan Museum of Art, Glass Museum of Art, and Huntington Archive database collection have been studied for comparative analysis of the material. Historical geography. The Swat Valley or Swat has been part of the ancient province called Ludhiana, the present Malakand division, which was situated adjacent to the north of ancient province Gandhara, the present Peshawar Valley. In the Rig Veda, the earliest sacred book of the Indus Aryan, Swat is mentioned as Swastu, meaning beautiful dwelling. The Swat Valley lies in the Malagan division in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. It is enveloped by District Chitral and Gilgit in the north, District Dir in the west, Malagan Agency and District Multan in the south, while District Shangla separates it from the Indus Kohistan in the east. The valley is divided for the purpose of administration into two parts, Swat Kohistan and Proper Swat. Swat Khoisan constitutes the area above Ayan near Madian, while the main Swat Valley lies from Ayan down to Khalangi in the southwest. The valley is further divided into Bur, Upper and Kuz, Lower Swat. These are the maps of ancient Ludhiana and the Swat Valley. This map indicates tributary routes of the Silk Road passing through Ludhiana and Gandhara. Classification and typology. We have discussed 113 types of ornaments worn on different parts of the body in this research work. In the following tables, we have classified ancient ornaments from the Indus-Oxus region into different groups. Each group is divided into categories and each category further into types. These classify ornaments of the same category in accordance to their morphology, place of origin, and time of their use in different areas. This table shows group, category, and types of ornaments. Headdress is a group, wreath is a category, and wreath of fabric and wreath of leaves are types. Wreath of fabric, fillet of ribbon and metallic strip, turban and hair comb are originated in India. Wreaths of leaves, diadem, fillet and crowns belong to the Hellenic and Greek class, whereas hair web are originated in Rome. Forehead ornaments is a group and it has two categories, Jhumar and Tika, which belong to Indian class. The next group is ear ornaments, which has four or five categories like earrings, ear pendants, ear tops, ear studs, and earrings. Hoop earrings, spiral earrings, pin earrings, lotus bud earrings are different types of earrings which belong to Indian class. In the next column, you can see hoop earrings and leech earrings which belong to Hellenic and Greek class. Then we have Dick's ear studs, which is another category of earring which belong to Hellenic and Greek class. Then we have spinning tops which belong to Hellenic and Greek class. And wall earrings belongs to Roman and Etruscan class. Grappolo ear pendants and basket-shaped ear pendants belong to Roman and Etruscan class. Earrings belong to Kushana class. Bar and pendant ear ornaments belong to Parthian and Nomadic class. Cylindrical earrings with rows of charms belong to Gandharan class, whereas elongated spiral ear pendants belong to Gandharan class as well. Neck ornaments is another group which has three varieties, namely necklaces, neck bands, and pectorals. Necklaces are available in following type: beaded necklace in variety, double string of oblong beads, double string of oblong beads with oval pendants, short strings of oblong beads, and then there are some other types that you can see. All these belong to Indian class. Then we have a necklace of malin beads that belong to Hellenic and Greek class. Then we have chain with gula originated in Rome. Neck is terminated in monster's head is a Kushana class, and neckband, which is an other category of neck ornaments, and its type is neckband of three concentric rings which belong to Parthian and Nomadic class. Then we have a necklace consisted of white beaded strip with an oval locket which belongs to Gandharan class. This table shows variety of necklaces and neckbands. Necklace of twisted threads with pendants belong to Indian class. In the next row, we have variety of neckbands like neckbands of metallic rings, two concentric rings separated by beads, and other varieties as mentioned here belong to Indian class. Nishka or fine pendant, collar fixed with petals, collars of flat metallic strip, rings supporting the bell, all these belong to Indian class. In the next column, we have necklace of double crescent which belong to Hellenic and Greek class. Neckband of two concentric rings with a jewel, metallic band with sawtooth edges, thorns in variety, and pectorals in variety belong to Parthian and Nomadic class. Plain flexible necklaces of various types belong to Gandharan class, and necklaces terminated in flowers belong to Gandharan class. In the previous slides, we have seen necklaces terminated in monsters that belongs to Parthian and Nomadic class. In this table, I have included another group which shows arm ornaments. Categories of arm ornaments include bangles and wristlets, etc. Plain bangles and fluted bangles belong to Indian class. Rings surmounted by square to oblong gems. Rings surmounted by circular capuchon belong to Indian class. Then we have variety of rings which belong to Indian class, and then we have metallic band inside with crisscross pattern, wristlet of three ornamented rings, several rows of irregular gems, and wristlet of three rings, upper and middle separated by an undulating line, middle and lower separated by beads belong to Indian class. In the fourth column, we can see rings ornamented with oval pattern and wristlets set with pyramidal stones belonging to Kushana class, rings with flared ends, bangles of wires with ends twisted spirally in opposite sides belong to Parthian and nomadic class. Several rows of oblong beads, metallic plaques folded around bangles belonging to Gandharan class. This table shows various types of ornaments which were in vogue in a certain country in a specific time period, like cable type, plain type, block type, crisscross type, leaves type, and fabric types of wreath were in fashion in India during 1st century BC, in Egypt in 2nd century AD, in Greek in 7th century BC, and in Indus-Oxus region during 3rd century BC to 4th century AD. When I say in this outer region, I mean to say the area which includes Gandhara, Swat, and Central Asia. Diadems, fillets, and crowns were in vogue in India and Egypt during 2500 BC and in Greece during 7th century BC, while in Indus-Oxus region, this time starts from 7th century BC to 4th century AD. This table shows different type of earrings which were in fashion in a particular place in a certain time period. In the first column, you can see spiral earrings, which is a variety of earring, but it is further divided into three types, like spiral earrings of 2 loops, spiral earrings of 3 loops, spiral earrings with a cube, which were in fashion in India from 2nd century BC to 1st century AD, whereas in Greek it was in vogue in 7th century BC and in Indus-Oxus region from 1st century BC to 3rd century AD. Then we have pin-shaped earsters which were in vogue in Indus-Oxus region from 1st century BC to 3rd century AD. Earrings in shape of lotus bird were in use in India during 2nd century AD, in Egypt during 7th century AD BC, whereas in Indus-Oxus region in 3rd century AD. Then we have lion-shaped earrings which were in use in India during 2nd century AD, in Greece during 5th century BC, and in Indus-Oxus region from 1st century BC to 3rd century AD. Lotus bird earrings were in fashion in India from 1st century BC to 2nd century AD, and in Indus-Oxus region from 1st century BC to 3rd century AD. Earrings were in vogue in India during 2nd century BC to 2nd century AD. In Greece, they were in use during 5th century BC, and in Indus-Oxus region, it was in vogue from 5th century BC to 4th century AD. Classification of sculptures on the basis of jewelry. This slide shows a noblewoman and a female dancer, and both of them are wearing Indian class of jewelry from top to toe. This slide shows a couple standing under an arch, and they are ornamented with Indian class of jewelry from top to toe. As you can see, the male figure is wearing a turban with this stupa motif, which is a Indian class, and in his ear are a pin-shaped earrings, which belong to Indian class. His armlet with reversed motif and his beaded bracelets all are particularly Indian class of ornaments. Whereas a female is concerned, we will start from ear pendants. These are cylindrical ear pendants provided with a cone shape, which belong to Indian class. Her necklace or mala, and the ornament she is wearing on her head all belongs to Indian class of ornaments. This slide shows Haridi wearing a variety of ornaments belonging to different classes, but here we are discussing her earrings, which are Bolido earrings, which belongs to Roman or Etruscan class. In this slide, we can see Bodhisattva wearing Indian flexible necklace, but in his ear, he is wearing a grape-shaped ear pendants, which are known as grappolo ear pendants in Roman, and these belong to Roman class. In this slide, you can see a devotee wearing cage ear pendants, which is a Greek type of jewelry. This slide shows a Bodhisattva wearing leech earrings, which is a Greek class of jewelry. In this slide, I have included an actual a necklace which is kept in Peshawar Museum, and it is composed of crescent or double crescent beads, which are in shape of English letter E or W, and it belongs to Greek class. This bust of male figure is wearing Parthian jewelry, which is a neckband of 3 concentric rings. Sculptor in this slide is wearing a pectoral ornamented with chiffon rosette motif in repousse, and it belongs to nomadic class of jewelry. Whereas you can see he is wearing earrings which belong to Kushana class. Bodhisattva from Lahore Museum is wearing a particular type of bangle, which is consisted of wires with ends twisted spirally on opposite sides, and it belongs to Kushana class of jewelry. This is a drawing of a female from Archaeological Museum Swat who is wearing Indian class of jewelry. Here you can see a female dancer who is wearing Indian jewelry. She is wearing a mehkala, necklace, beaded wristlets, neckband and anklets. These articles are parallel with those worn by figures from Baharut, Udayagiri, Mathura and Sanchi. In this slide, you can see variety of headdresses, which includes turbans, which includes wreaths and hair wraps. Hair wrap belong to Roman class, and this is a headdress of Panchik, which belongs to Indian class, whereas both these females are wearing wreaths of Gandharan class. These are variety of girdles and belts of males and females from Gandhara. These are variety of necklaces and neckbands which are seen worn by sculptures from Central Asia or found during excavation in same place. This is a composite necklace from Tilia tipi and has the third or outermost row consisting of terracotta discs in imitation of Roman coins used as ornaments in India and the Swat Valley. This slide shows variety of Central Asian bracelets. Ornaments in vogue in Indus region. Western tradition introduced fewer ornaments for head, neck and ear. Among 19 types of Greek ornaments in the Indus region, cage-ear pendants put on sculptures from Swat, Gandhara and Central Asia have close affinity with actual pieces found in Greece. This popular type, known as Kapasi in Central Asia, has survived to date there and in Pakistan. The Roman ornaments meant for ears and neck are fewer. Among the four types, more popular were Grappolo ear pendants as seen in the Indus territory. Among the Kushana ornaments, the common one is ear reel worn by people in Swat and Central Asia. The Parthian ornaments included rings with flared ends as shown here, for example. Bangles with flared ends have been found from Gandhara, Bactria and India. A heavy girdle found at Patan in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and a hollow bangle show animal art with Central Asian influences. Another widespread style that can be seen in Gandhara and Central Asia is zoomorphic. This style was nurtured by the ancient East and the Scythians from the Black Sea region. The origin of the Kushana necklaces terminating in monster's head may be traced in confronting dragons from China. The actual example of these necklaces have been found at the rivers in Tipi. A variety of lion-headed earrings adorn bodhisattvas from Swat and Gandhara and sculptures from India. In Central Asian mythology, these earrings bestow protection and the high status of the wearer. Neva Costa whiskey, these earrings were worn in a peculiar manner. When putting them on and hooking those up, the head of an animal is placed by the edge of ear as if protecting its opening, like animal head placed on a handle of a vessel that hold the edge of a vessel in their mouths. The handle of a vessel in line shape, which I was talking about in the previous slide, is formed from bacteria and is provided with a head of a line whose jaws are squeezing the rim of the vessel. Similar handles are seen on vessels from Crete, Greece, Etruria and Persia. Zoomorphic designs, nurtured and animated with spiritual meanings in Central Asia, were manifested in jewelry of different areas, particularly Gandhara and Swat in Ujjayana. The Central Asian artists skillfully portrayed forces of nature, heaven and earth in jewelry as a token of reverence, fear and belief. The Swat Valley owes Central Asian artists for employing astral curves and heavenly bodies, sun and moon. Griots from Central Asia use crescent as a symbol of ownership and used on various items, dresses and utensils. In Swat, crescent neckband called ogay is carved on furniture, wooden elements of moss, and on top tombstones as at the cemetery in Udigram. Crescent hairpins and ear ornaments are also common, and you can see this sculpture wearing a neckband in shape of crescent. This slide shows two plates in which Siddharth is wearing a neckband in shape of a crescent, whereas other plate shows an actual neckband in shape of crescent, which is still in fashion in Swat Valley. Shapes are associated with astral bodies such as circle as a solar symbol, arc as a crescent, semicircle as a half moon, and cross shapes as stars. Circle used in ear ornaments as a disc-shaped ear stud is worn by a Central Asian male figure from Budkara 1. In Central Asian mythology, spiral shape has a significant meaning as a measuring instrument of passing time. This symbol appears on vessels from the Middle Stone Age onwards to symbolize passing of time and movement of the sun. Conclusion. The above discourse concludes that the Swat Valley and Central Asia had close cultural links since remote antiquity. Not only the supramentioned ornaments from both the territories bore this fact, but also social, cultural, religious, political, and economic contexts, as well as archaeological evidence of the trade routes between these contiguous regions are claimed. Furthermore, diverse civilizations, the Armenians, Greek, Roman, Etruscan, and the Kushanas, as well as the nomadic cultures, imprint their artistic features on the ornaments of the Swat Valley and Central Asia. However, these territories have their own peculiar style, as is seen in real jewelry articles found during excavation and those put on the sculptures. I'm very thankful to my mentor, my research supervisor, Professor Dr. Muhammad Farooq Sawati, and I'm thankful to Dr. Naeem Khazi for providing us a platform where we can present our research work and giving us an opportunity to contact with each other, to contact with research scholars, to contact with our peers, to contact with the ardent lovers of art and archaeology. And I'm also very much thankful to all of you beautiful people, and I wish all of you and Dr. Naeem Kazi best of luck.